Now, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, BeamNG Aviation. Now, in today's video, we are going to be in a BeamNG today, which is usually not what we are on this channel. Usually we're in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But you can see I have my wheel out. And today, with the damage model of BeamNG, with their vehicle simulation, I thought, why not we put that to the test? How much can this plane survive getting thrown at it? Just by putting random things on the runway and seeing if we can even survive. Now, what I'm interested right now is to see if this car can survive this engine propeller. Let's see what happens if you accidentally park the car on a runway. Oh, geez, that's pretty conclusive. You'd be pretty dead. Your plane would also lose its engine. And see very, very nicely here, we'll just give that car a haircut. We'll come back around here. See if we can give it a double whammy with the other engine, of course, just by dragging it around. We're kind of moving the plane as well. Throw the vehicle in the propeller and see kind of what happens. Yeah, you probably don't want to get hit by a propeller. Let's get in the video and check out how much this plane can survive getting thrown at it. Let's get into it. Now, our first target here is going to be this piano. Let's see if this plane can survive going through it. We also have a replay mode thing up here that we can use to kind of check out the damage that we cause. Let's go full power here in our plane and attempt to just hit it full on. Here we are basically at 70, 80 miles per hour here in our plane. Let's see if we can possibly survive hitting this grand piano as it goes straight under our nose wheel. Oh, it actually took out our entire nose gear front, but we are now drifting to the side. We are okay, though. We did survive slightly. At least the plane survived. We lost our front gear, though. We'll actually check that out in the replay mode here and see how our plane actually handled after basically fully crashing. You can see here is our piano as it just took out our front wheel. I believe our plane could have still flown. I think this was just a problem with my controlling that caused us to crash. Very, very interesting first go. Let's see if we can throw bigger things at it. Let's get into it. Now, for our next target here, we have a camper van. Of course, just classic large interior of a camper van. Let's see if this plane can survive taking off while hitting it. Here we are now approaching our camper van slightly. We're probably going to strike it with our engine, which is not good. Oh, we have flipped. I don't even know what happened here. Our cockpit is fully gone. You can see very, very heavy damage coming from our plane here. You kind of see it's doing a nosedive. Yeah, we have no more cockpit left. Let's see what happened here in replay mode after we kind of just struck it with the side. We'll actually slow down our video here. Oh, you can see how much it just gets destroyed fully, and it actually takes off our entire cockpit. We'll actually go back to real time here so it's not as laggy. You can see the engine actually flew off and took off our cockpit. That's pretty crazy through just how much this is already killing our plane. Let's keep going with bigger objects and see if this plane can handle it. Our next target here is going to be a shipping container. Let's see if our plane can handle it. Now, in slow motion here, we are at 125 miles per hour, colliding with our fronts of this truck here, kind of the shipping container. We've lost both engines and our tail. We definitely did not survive that. Luckily, our cockpit is still intact, and unlike last time. You can see our damage from our trailer here. It's pretty much gone. You can see it in full motion here, because I used slow motion on the way up. You can see how much crazy that entire thing just absolutely destroyed itself. Let's keep getting bigger. Now moving on to an actual vehicle, we have a giant semi-truck here. Let's see how our plane will do against the big semi-truck. Now here we are approaching our semi-truck at 120 miles an hour. Oh, and it is gone. we are actually still able to kind of fly here with one wheel. Oh, we had now lost it. We're kind of a unicycle plane here. It's actually very interesting. And see how our front end of our nose kind of just got destroyed. But you could see the truck, which kind of shows how crazy planes are. We can actually see it from the truck's perspective here, just getting absolutely obliterated by the plane. We can now see it from the plane's perspective, just flying over here, destroying the plane. So you can see the plane's damage on how just strong these planes actually are. We can see we actually rode on one wheel there for a little bit. Pretty interesting. Let's move up to a double-decker bus. That'll be the biggest thing for this video, and see if anything can survive. Here is our bus filled with crash test dummies here. Let's see if any of them can survive this impact. Let's go. We have them all around the inner side of both deckers of the bus. Let's see how this plane can handle it, how the dummies can handle it. Now here we're at 107 miles an hour. We're going straight for the center of the bus. Let's see if anything can survive. Oh, and we actually stopped our plane in its tracks. That is actually insane how quickly the plane stopped there. And see, let's just see the before damage. This is the kind of side view of our plane colliding with our bus here, fully bringing the bus to a stop. I wonder if any of the test dummies are still okay. Some of them actually look not as injured as you'd think they would be. You can see these guys just kind of took a little bit of a tumble. But definitely interesting how it stopped our plane in its tracks. It didn't really damage the plane too much. It just kind of took off its engines and stopped it very fully. Of course, the bus has the more other side of the damage here. So, pretty much, what did we learn from this interesting, goofy video? Don't park on a runway. That's probably the best thing I can say here. For your car will definitely not survive against a plane attacking or even just trying to take off from any sort of side. Both people would probably be heavily injured. We actually have one test dummy that flew all the way over there. Thank you guys so much for watching this more weirdly experimental video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.